What's up, you guys? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all already know what's up. This is Under the Surface. I'm so excited about this episode today, you guys, because this is actually something that I wanted to speak on for a while now. And we're finally like around the time to be able to get there, which is exciting. Dang, I should have turned on my thing first, but it's kind of okay. Not really, but it's kind of okay. Let me see. But how you guys doing? Hey, Kendi. Hey, Precious. Hey, Tiff, baby. What's up, y'all? I hope that you guys enjoyed y'all weekend. I hope y'all had like a really good time with y'all family. If y'all was around family and everything, because y'all know how I am, honey. Yeah, but I'm really, really excited. So thank y'all so much for pulling up to the live. What's up, Elevated? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let me put this on low. Let me see. I appreciate you, Kendi K. Yeah. Yes, you guys. So we're actually going to warning battery on 5%. Which one can I even plug it into? I don't even know. Anyway. I'm really excited, you guys, because so we're gonna be speaking about two different topics. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Precious, we in here. Antonice, I'm so excited that you're here. Hey, me two times. Thank you so much for pulling up, you guys. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all know y'all my peoples. Y'all know y'all my peoples. I appreciate y'all for being here. You guys are so amazing. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to just be with you guys today. Dang, I should have. Why did I turn it off? Hold on. Baby, have another one of those 4C chargers?
Yeah.
Can you bring it?
You use the one that I got plugged in. What you need it for? The light?
No, the hotspot.
Is there one over here in the tent?
I'm gonna use. I don't think so. I think I took it out.
Where's the other one? Where was the white one?
I'm using it.
God damn. But you broke one?
What?
Did you break one?
No.
Let me see if my laptop goes. There ain't one in the car, right?
I didn't. No, I'm using the one from the car.
So what the? How did one disappear? No, the white one's missing.
Hey Tiff, hey Precious, what's up, Motion? Thank y'all so much for being here. We about to get started, y'all. I'm really, really geeked. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna just. All right, hold on, real quick, y'all.
You said you got it?
Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I hope that everything is good, because usually when I be clicking out of this, okay, good. Whenever I click up out of here, y'all know how YouTube do. Hopefully today it don't give us no problems, because ain't nobody got time for that. What you mean? What you mean 1.5 elevated? What the heck? This dude said 1.5. Ciao. That is crazy. But yes, man, shout out to y'all. I'm so excited, you guys. We're getting closer to the end of February. Boogie time. Hey, boo. What's going on? Hey, y'all. What's going on? I'm so excited that all of y'all are here. Seeing my peoples. You feel me? I wanted to be able to make sure that I was able to get onto my other phone, so I can let y'all know what's goody. You feel me? What happened?
Where's the tablet? Okay, I put the tablet. Oh, the phone's over there. Okay, everything's here. Okay, cool. I don't know what happened to the charge cord.
It's okay. Just forget it.
Yeah. Done tore my shoe. Bow. Drop down, drop down. Chop,
Okay.
chop, chop, chop. What's up, people?
1, 2.
They say, what's up, people? I said, everything's pleasant. Plus, I got my Desert Eagle, but ain't no problem.
Okay.
It ain't no trouble. Someone cocked the 4 double.
Please.
We supposed to have a rap battle. I think I can beat her.
No, he really
I
can't.
was the best
Don't
in
even
high
listen
school.
to him.
She's supposed to be a professional musician that I never heard a song of.
Please.
It might come up in the membership, but get ready.
If it happens, it'll be in membership only video. if we end up doing a rap battle, it'll be for members only,
and
for
please,
sure.
And I know y'all know I can beat her, so you know.
Don't listen to him, y'all. If y'all listening, y'all just heard his little
that was another artist I was doing. But you see, I saw it. You saw the hands and everything movement.
You move your hands when you talk about everything.
Stage. It's believable.
No, you move your hands when you talk about everything. Don't listen to him, y'all, cause
That was actually
honey,
corrupt with a dog pound. That's music
he
from the 90s.
will
Y'all wouldn't
he
know
will
that shit.
drag y'all
That ain't
into
little
all
baby.
type of different things. Anyway, welcome in, you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. So I definitely want to go ahead and give this disclosure for the live because y'all already know how we get on this show. So, Under the Surface is where the real conversations happen, hosted by me, your girl Kism J, and my husband,
Tiff.
Cairo.
What's up, Tiff?
This show dives deep into beyond what people see online, exploring untold stories, raw emotions, and hidden truths. So, we're about to get into it. Make sure that you guys are double tapping the screen to like the live. This is episode 7 of Under the Surface, y'all. Make sure if you haven't seen some of the other episodes that y'all go back and y'all see them. They're in order and they're titled as far as like what we talked about and stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited, you guys, because in this episode here, he doesn't even know the topic at all. I didn't
don't
even
know.
tell him, y'all.
No.
Usually I would like literally tell him at least the topic, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't even tell him the topic. So this is literally going to be off the head for him. You feel me? Off the head for him. He don't even know the topic, y'all. So y'all literally in the same boat as him. Y'all, we all about to thank you so much, Kendi. I appreciate you, boo.
Shut out, these motherfuckers, man.
Yes, so the topic that we're going to be doing is actually going to be 2 different topics. Okay, we're going to break it down into 2 different topics. So the first one that we're actually going to be doing is weather control.
Okay.
And the other one is going to be the food that we eat.
More than one topic, as I said.
Yeah.
I told you, it's
The
got to
food
change.
that
We got to
we eat
upgrade.
and weather control. So I'm so excited about it, you guys. I can't wait to actually dive into like everything because it's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, y'all. So let's jump into weather control. So, as y'all know, right now we are currently in winter. It is towards the ending of
I didn't kick you
All
out.
right.
Well, at least we ain't kicked out.
Sorry, y'all. YouTube already starting with this thing. Or the service, whichever one it is. I'm not even really sure. So, hopefully, it don't continue to do this throughout the rest of the show. But, yeah. Dang, that's why I wanted to
What?
charge the hotspot. Is your thing dead?
No, it ain't.
Little charge? Let me put this hotspot on here. All
That's
right,
what I
hold
was
on.
saying. You scared and YouTube got you scared? You scared? You
No,
don't
I want
trust
to charge it into this.
YouTube got
So
you
that
scared.
is on. So that is on like the break of dawn. Yeah.
That means I'm going to pull things up on the spot. Usually, if I know what she's talking about, I have things ready. But
Yeah.
if I need to, most of it I just come off
You
the top.
feel me, Tiff? Like, hello? Yeah. Hey, JC. What's going on, boo? Okay, so when it comes to weather, right? All of us had really experienced the weather, especially when we was a kid, just remembering, like, having memories of being able to go outside and actually play in the snow. If you were in, like, a state that like had snow during the winter, if it actually got that cold, like here in Georgia, like it didn't snow as much, but there was times where it would snow and whatnot. Like we actually had to go through situations like that, and when it did snow, it was actually fun being able to play in the snow and do all of the things and not have to worry about if like the kids were to put snow in their mouth, because you would think that it would be water because that's what we're taught in school, right? You know what I'm saying? So speeding up to 2026 is not really the same thing. So, one of the questions I do have to ask for you when it comes to weather control is it scientifically possible for the government to fully control large scales of weather system like hurricanes or snowstorms?
Absolutely. And within the moment of figuring out what this topic is, bow! So I know y'all see, I know you know it. I'm showing them. If you never heard of chemtrails, these are not contrails. So there's a difference between chemtrails and contrails. This is old science.
Hold on, so what's the difference?
Contrails would disappear. Like, so when people first started seeing chemtrails, the government was calling it a conspiracy theory, just like the Epstein files. And they were saying that they were saying it was contrails, the stuff that a jet naturally leaves behind, like the vapor. But contrails would disappear, like not too far behind the plane.
Yeah.
When people started seeing the lines stay, people were saying that's not the same thing. The government been making people feel crazy. They didn't start admitting this stuff until actually some white folks in California sued for for a release about what was in, because people were actually getting these worms that was in their skin. It was mainly
What?
Caucasians in California, and they was recording it, and these worms were actually growing. So this is why
That
you
sounds
know
disgusting.
that stuff had bacteria in it. People been saying it for years, but now it's when you see on TikTok now, people are putting the snow under the microscope and seeing the bacteria there. But back in the early 2000s, some white folks in California was having these things under their skins from it. So yeah, these are the chemtrails. They first started weather modification in the 70s. So there was the guy, one of the guys or the scientists that was the creator of it was on the. I used to listen to Alex Jones from since the early 2000s, and he had a guy on from the 70s who said we had the power to control weather since the 70s, and stuff. And that's why one of the old, I think it was one of the old Under the Surfaces, I mentioned that Gaddafi was executed. One of his plans, and he's from Libya. When I show speed, and we talking about I show speed, I was talking about Gaddafi was the man. He had plans to turn Libya green, and remember he was executed. I think in around Obama. Obama was the one in the administration when he was taken out. So that was 2000, between 2008 and like 12. He was going to turn Libya into a more lush grassland, and he was going to do it through weather modification. And he was talking about it in speeches then. We have people, Putin, before the whole thing with Trump, he was trying to say that America was affecting their weather because Russia had a drought, and one of their main crops is wheat, and they had a drought for 1 year and had a bad wheat season. And he was saying that different countries were messing with the weather, so they mess them up. So they have weather treaties. So yes, if you go to TikTok now, and I might be overextended because I
No,
don't know
you're
what some of the
fine.
questions are.
Yeah.
There are people speculating that winter is gone. When the whole 2012 shift happened, they were saying then, and I've been saying it for people who've been paying attention to me. I have old YouTube videos that I don't really think there's 4 seasons anymore. I really think they're creating or keeping some of this stuff up. If they did not mess with the sky, we probably would have droughts over here in America if they didn't cause it to rain like they do. But yeah, I'll let you. I'll
That would
secede and let you
be.
go.
I remember the
You
whole
know.
situation that happened back in 2012 when everyone was saying that the world was going to end,
Yeah.
and just like a whole bunch of different conspiracy theories and all of that. It was a whole lot, and people were really surprised that we was able to make it into, like, 2013, or even just
Bree
to
Bree.
see the whole, hey Bree, what's
Yeah.
going on, hey y'all, hey Dame Media, what's going on, hun. Thank y'all so much for being here. It was just really like surprising to so many people. And then the same thing happened another year. I forgot what year that was gonna be. But yeah, it was just a whole lot. I just kind of feel like there's a lot when it comes to the weather that is different. And there was a situation that I spoke on before. There was a situation I spoke on like a live a long time ago. Some of y'all may remember, some of y'all probably don't remember. But that was when I was kind of speaking about the dome, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the like dome of the world or whatever, or the earth and whatnot, and pretty much saying how I kind of believe that the sun is within the dome. Remember we was
Yeah.
talking about that as
What
well.
they'll call the firmament.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
firmament, that is really crazy, y'all.
Hmm.
It really really is. Okay, so my next question to you here is, what do you think the difference is between influencing weather and controlling weather?
Is there a difference? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say there's a difference. I think at the end of the day, it depends on what they're trying to do. Like so, for instance, it's considered a weather weapon. I think at a point in time when they were experimenting with it, they were seeing what they can do with it. But this leads to the greater question: what atrocities that happen are real? When they had that earthquake in Haiti, they were saying that wasn't real. When you have
The
hurricanes,
hurricane?
no, the earthquake.
Hold on, you
Haiti,
said Haiti?
Haiti had an
Oh, okay.
earthquake a couple of years back. When they had a few of them. The first one was when Wycliffe John was getting involved and was saying don't donate to the Red Cross, and then they had another one later. What was it? I don't know if it was in 2021. They had one around that time, and that's when Kodak was trying to help them out and things of that nature. And they were saying then don't donate to the Red Cross again and stuff like that. But they were saying then that wasn't real. The Chinese when they had an earthquake said that wasn't real. The hurricanes that hit Florida, they can steer the hurricane.
I feel
So
like they
why did they let them hit
can.
him?
And it's
You
crazy
know?
because y'all know how they be like naming the hurricanes. It's like I always used to think about that. I always used to think maybe they named it because it belonged to them in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you put your name on it, it belongs to you. I don't know, child. Maybe that's just their way of like being able to tell the difference between them or whatnot so that they can speak on different ones. Hey, Kathy. Hey, y'all. Hey, Sarah. What's going on, boo? Hey, Fofo. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I really appreciate y'all.
What retired troll is saying is you see his
Oh
comment?
yeah, uh-huh.
What he's saying about
So
cloud seeding?
yeah,
That's the best way you can put it.
influencing cloud seeding like they do to enhance it, but controlling is the harmful chemicals they use to change it.
Exactly, because those same chemicals that's in this stuff is in your crops now. So this is why. So this is why. So she sees it. I take 3 detox teas a day.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I might do it 5 days out of the week and stuff because you can't just eat healthy anymore. You're gonna have to detox your body because there's stuff you're literally breeding. That's you can live healthy in this environment, but you just can't do it like how you're. So a lot of people say that, oh well, my grandmother ate meat and she lived to 100 years old. It wasn't. They didn't have the
It's
same
not the
atmosphere you
same.
had,
It's not
and
the
it was not the
same
same
meat
meat.
because listen to how. First off, if they're cloud seeding, they're putting on. Hey, coach, what's going
What's
on,
up,
boo?
coach?
If they're cloud seeding and they're putting all of these very harmful chemicals into, seeding the cloud in order for it to then rain, all of that rain is going down into the crops, which the animals that you're eating, this meat, they're eating that and they're literally eating chemicals. You know what I'm saying? That so it's really different from how it is now versus how it was back in the day. You know
they
what I'm saying?
they
Like
they
it's not the same.
and it's just a breeding thing too because there was a report that women had jet fuel in their breast milk. So that's just from breathing in the air, from all the planes flying up. So it's not. We didn't even talk about the chemtrails.
I know that's
Just
so
what
crazy.
you from the planes flying, they got that. So it's
Hey
like,
Gary. So Anthony literally said this, especially in America, the food is so bad for us. It really is. Like when you see and hear the difference between different countries and stuff. Speaking on that, that actually wants me to. I kind of want to get into another question regarding that. So let
and
me
I'm gonna get
see.
back to Katie. Katie, I'm gonna answer you about that Haiti and the devil pack and whatnot. But
Yeah.
you got it,
So
or you want me?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix in between the both of them. So because I feel like honestly, with the weather, I feel like that really kind of goes hand in hand with the food. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Right.
you.
So
Thank
let
you
me
so much,
before you
Dame
do that, let
Media.
me answer Katie.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
the pact with the devil that they were saying on the 700 Club, that was some Christian stuff. What a lot of those Christians and evangelists, they're bitter because the Haitians actually overthrew colonization, but they
Mm.
did it through awakening Ogun. So what happened with the island, which is true, they released that spirit, but they didn't close it back. They did it through a ritual, but from what they said, it was never closed. I wouldn't call it the devil because at the end of the day, they still freed themselves with it. And what you see over there? Because a lot of people think because they were working magic that they're suffering because of that. Nah, they made pacts with the European powers again, and one of the leaders, I can't remember my Haitian history so great, but one of them went back to the French and
Thank you,
made a pact with them,
Anthony's.
and that's why they cut down all the trees over there in Haiti. That's why you could Hispaniola is one
Mm.
island where Haiti is, and Santa and Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has all those trees, and Haiti looks barren, besides a few parts. That was by design. So those people was over there suffering because of geopolitical stuff. They were mad because of what the people did, and there wouldn't be no DR without the Haitians. So it's interesting that they don't like the Haitians like that, but they all got it in their lineage. They look like me. I like
It's
everybody.
crazy because my mom, she used to say that when she was back in Africa, it's so crazy. Even when we went back to Africa, it was insane. Like my uncles and my aunties and stuff that I had met out there, they was telling me how like they was surprised when they seen like my auntie and my mom and stuff like that because they had got much bigger off of the food here in America because the food here literally has all type of chemicals in it that makes you bigger. Like it makes you want to eat more and all type of stuff. Like what is that? Like they have something in their food that doesn't necessarily make you full. It just makes you
Yeah.
crave. You were talking about that.
They
How like it
yeah.
makes you crave the food, like the stuff that's in it. What is that?
It's additives. So when you see all that special scientific stuff, that's what it like. If you ever seen them make a Pringle, Like I really thought Pringles came from potatoes too.
You
It's
haven't
not.
seen the video
It's
of them
just
making a
liquid.
hot dog?
That
I
too.
seen that video. Snoop Dogg was on somebody's show being interviewed, and they was testing him to be like, guess what this is or whatever before the ending result. And he was saying all these different things, and when it finally ended up being a hot dog, I was blown away. I couldn't even believe it. I didn't even know what it was
Yeah.
gonna be. Like it was so like wow, I was so shocked. Just imagine, look at how they make noodles, y'all. And it's so like all this processed food and stuff, it's just oh child. I just do not
Did
know.
you see when they take the stale cookies and take them and break them down and make them into those little crackers that the fine rich crackers that you think you're eating? It's usually stale cookies that they just took and ran it through some water and pasted it and turned it into a harder cookie.
It's literally
And added more
insane.
sugar on it. So it's yeah.
And just
Yeah.
imagine they have videos out there. I seen this one video where this like older lady, she had a burger from McDonald's, and you can find these videos like on YouTube and stuff like that. She had a burger from McDonald's that was from like years and years ago, like 19 something, right? And when she opened it up, like I probably had to have been like 40 years later. She opened up the bag of McDonald's and she showed the uneaten burger, and it looked the
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
It
yeah,
looked like
same.
you just bought it from the store. All you have to do is warm it up, and it will probably taste the same too. You know what I'm saying? Because of the
Yeah.
chemicals that's in it. Just imagine, like if it is actually healthy food, it would end up rotting. There's no sense in having food that is going to remain the same. Like your body can't even break stuff like that down
Yeah.
properly. And stuff like that, if your body can't even like break stuff like that down, you're making your body work 10 times harder for something that's not supposed to like work like that.
Yeah.
Your body's supposed to be like easily doing stuff like that, and you're like making it work overtime, and then you're wondering like why you tired, because your body is working overtime trying to tear up a hamburger, and then you over there stuffing down fries, and then you want to the next 2 hours you stuffing down all this other stuff that it can't even handle, and you wondering why you not like listen. I finally recently started like really exercising like every single day, really healthy, and I've been losing like a tremendous
And
amount
she
of weight,
feels great.
including fasting. I have been fasting. I've been fasting anywhere from 15 to 19 hours a day. And I work out every day. And then on top of that, like I'm eating really, really healthy. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is like the feeling of it feels really different. Before, I used to literally use the bathroom, and I'm talking about doing the number two probably once a week or something like that. Yeah,
Yes, you
before
did.
I used to use
Yeah.
the bathroom
Facts.
like literally doing number two like once a week, and I wouldn't understand why. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't understanding why. It wasn't like I was trying to use the bathroom, but it wasn't until I really got older that I had to really realize like if I'm not using the bathroom every day, but I'm eating every day, like where
There
is
you
all this
go.
stuff like going? And then I seen videos on YouTube of how they literally would flush all of this stuff out. And some people literally be having fat bellies, and you're thinking that you need to lose a whole bunch of weight. No, you need to sit on a toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to do something. And then the thing about it is people want to run to what's that medicine called to make you use the bathroom that I wanted to get but I didn't end up getting?
Flat tummy teas, the
No,
mushrooms.
not that. The toxic one that you just buy in a bottle and drink it. The laxative.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's the
laxative. People want to drink laxative is really really harsh on your body. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's why it has like a quick reaction. You're not really supposed to be taking laxatives like that. If you eat healthy and all of that, like let me tell you, I have been literally not even to be like exposing so
Say
much, but I'm
now.
really not exposing too much for
I
real.
see.
I've literally been using the bathroom like 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. You know what I'm saying? And that's from eating healthy, and that's from being able to actually like I feel like I'm actually like able to like really read my
Kept up
body
his
better.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm able to read my body better. I feel more connected with my body. It feels like my body isn't like rejecting me or pushing me off. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people will be like, well, how would your body push you off or whatever? When you walk around and you just all of a sudden feel like you can't do the things that you like want to do because you're too tired to do. I've been having the most energy, honey. I've been having the most freaking energy, like legitly. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much that goes into it. So just working out and stuff like that is gonna get you energy. But the thing that's really gonna help your body, like help your body for real, is being able to put the things in it. And we've all heard that before. You know what I'm
From
saying?
me.
Child. Yes, from him too. We've all heard that before though. If you want your body to go the furthest, put the best things in it to like give it the most, mileage to go farther. You know what I'm saying? But well, not mileage, but the best stuff to go in the engine, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to work so hard. But yeah, I think that whole thing is like really crazy. Okay,
Don't
so
forget your question. Yeah, you got it.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
getting to my questions. Okay, so my next question for you here is, if weather modification exists, who um who regulates it? Is there like a global oversight, do you think?
There's a global oversight. I think NASA allegedly does it because they have a black budget. There's a black budget. Period. I think I've seen because, like I said, I watched a documentary of these folks in California when they was getting the stings under their skin from the chemtrails, and they was looking and said their state has a black budget. So there's a federal one, and I think there's a state one, and that's how they run it. This stuff costs billions of dollars, and they got fake programs like NASA allegedly that they would. That's how they hide some of this stuff, because a lot of times people don't. And I always wondered for those people that fly those planes, like where do they live? Who are these people? You know, what I mean, if anybody, but yeah, it takes, and this is your tax dollars doing it, and that's why I tell people as much as you march and you tell people, everybody's talking about marching for change and stuff. You really want to upset some stuff, stop paying those taxes. I mean, I can't make y'all do that, but that, if you went exempt on your taxes, that would actually cause more ruckus to the system than you getting out there yelling Black Lives Matter or anything that you out there yelling, or no kings and queen, no kings, or if you like not pay your taxes for real or go exempt and see if the government don't really take the people serious. And I see people say that the real people who say that understand that will make some change, because everything they're doing is off your tax dollars. Even these immigrants, all of that stuff is off your tax dollars. Yeah.
Elevated is so funny. Elevated said, if that's true, why can't I get bigger? Child, I'm not about to play with you. You feel me? That is so funny, child. I'm not even gonna hold you. Elevated said, I've seen videos of chicken nuggets from McDonald's that were year old and still didn't look bad. And that's true. Because, like I said, I seen the burger, which was really insane to me. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you, people, I don't believe in that food prepping stuff. I know people tell you about, oh, get your survival packaged food, last 25 years. I'm not eating that, because you're not meant to eat stuff like that. I told, like, I've had those doomsday conversations in my different relationships, and like, well, you're doing all of this. What happens if you go tomorrow? I will go healthy. You're gonna have to be ready for this, whatever war or games they got for you, because at the end of the day, you're just like, at least us. I know for sure. You're like a plant. If you can't survive on the surface of the planet, good luck if you think you can go in the planet with no sun and stay. I don't know what you're going to turn into. You might turn green, like the old Egyptians or something like that. How are you going to stay brown without no sun? If you went into Earth and lived in the Earth, you're used to being on the surface of the planet. You think you're going to go in and live there for 10 years with no sun and no fresh air? You ever been inside a cave? You know what a cave smell like?
No.
It can smell different ways, but well, one thing I know for sure, I'm not going to go in no planet for no 10 years. I'll take my chances on the surface. As long as there's trees and plants that you see living. Now, when all the trees start dying and the plants start dying, there's no surface for human life. Now, they say there's trees inside the earth. They say there's a whole world inside the earth.
I heard
don't know.
that
I
too.
never seen it.
I heard that too. And every time I think about that, I remember watching this movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth. If you guys ever seen that before.
Yeah, allegedly.
I feel like I've been looking for that movie. Like, I've been looking for it just to rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I watched it, I was so much younger, and I really want to be able to watch it just to, really, observe everything and really take it in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, from what I've heard, there's literally there's an entire sun inside of the Earth. There's a whole world, like oceans, like air. You know what I'm saying? Like people, they even Giants, some people even say that there's like dinosaurs down there. You know, all type of different things. Some of it can be false, some of it can be true. But I honestly do kind of believe that there is something going on, and I do believe that people know about it. Certain people do know about it. You know what I'm saying? And I find it to be so strange. And that's why when it comes to just knowing that certain things aren't able to be spoken of, like how people want to be able to travel through or past certain lines of Antarctica, and they can't because of certain things not being able to be seen or just disclosed of or whatever. Like, it's really insane to me to not have to believe that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like almost anything that you would want to believe that you think is true would be true. Just like, for example, the whole walking on the moon. Everybody kind of knows that not everybody, because some people really are dense like that. But honey, no, that was not real. If that was real, like I'd be telling people whenever I think of the whole thing about America going to the moon, like the first thing I tell them is if America went to the moon and they put the American flag, the USA flag on the moon, don't you think Japan or China would have went to the moon and we would have seen pictures on Google of them putting their flag on the moon? Like, why would it just be one country in America? And it's literally the moon that is for the earth. The moon isn't for just America, it's for the entire earth. You know what I'm saying? So wouldn't it be like something that represented the earth? You know what I'm saying? That would go and be put on the moon or something like that, since it's supposed to be like we're all supposed to be connected in this way, even though there are countries that be fighting or whatever, but they still do have like they still do have some type of like what would like some type of contract or like understanding that, you know, the sun belongs to the world and the earth, the moon belongs to the world. If United States went to the moon and put the USA flag on there, Japan has amazing technology and so does China. You know what I'm saying? They had just recently made a whole threat talking about they have this one missile that can do all of this, and people were freaking out because of how intense that one missile sound. Honey, you think they can't make it to the moon? If you really think that they can't make it to the moon and they ain't gonna put their flag on the moon, then you just slow. And I'm sorry to even say that. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole thing was fake. That whole thing was fake, honey. Fake as heck. It's 2026. Look at the devices that we have down here. Look at all of the different technologies we have down here. Whenever you see something about the moon, they make it seem like you're in 19 not even 19 but 1439. They make it seem like it's year 1439 when you're looking at all of those videos. Come on now, please. They have technology that they say, oh, we're showing you Mars or whatever, and then the footage looks like it's from 1539. You know what I'm? Come on.
They got a rover on Mars right now that look like it got an iPhone 1 camera on it.
Please, please. You know what I'm saying? And this is from that footage that they had was from way back Timbuktu. You know what I'm saying? You don't think if they were able to actually get you footage from a long time ago then that they can't do the same thing now with all this advanced technology? Like,
I'm about to start my own NASA. I'm just going to flick the lights on and off and say, hey, I'm here on Neptune. Woo!
Somebody will probably believe it.
And live stream it and say, hey,
somebody will probably believe
on Neptune.
It. Which is so crazy.
There's
like,
black people here. Hey!
Be crazy. Water. Yeah, Kathy, water. For real. Water is really good for you. I eat my prunes. I keep the coffee.
Dang, this air is going crazy like that?
Yeah, that thing be freaking me out. That's how I be like, when you come out? The fuck? Yeah, so Retired Troll said, I always believe we should be allowed to choose what causes our tax dollars to go, or choose like where our tax dollars are supposed to go. But I know that it's an impossible situation. Yeah, it is going to be hard for you to choose where your tax dollars are going to go, and it's really insane. And I feel like that's kind of like why all of this stuff is happening, like with ICE and stuff like that, because nobody's really calculating the money how they're supposed to, or looking after the money how they're supposed to. But I feel like that's why the government in each state, like, they're supposed to be doing something about that, or assigning certain people to like do that. But honey, I don't know.
Yeah, they played a fake election game. That's why it doesn't happen, because everything is about characters instead of voting on policy. You busy talking about who you like. I don't like nobody. Tell me what you want to do with my money. That should be the mentality. Because why y'all keep electing these people, then they raise y'all taxes, and then y'all mad about, you know, your living conditions. None of them is talking about anything that's going to fix that. So who cares about them?
So my next question is, do you know what Operation Popeye is during the Vietnam War? No. And what did it prove about the weather manipulation?
Yeah, you gotta break that down to me. What's Operation Popeye?
I don't know. I had seen it. If any one of y'all that's actually watching the live know what Operation Popeye is, definitely let me know. But I seen something about it, but I kind of wanted to see if you were able to actually break it down a little further.
I heard that. I mean, I'm Googling now. I see.
In the Vietnam War.
Military cloud seeding. It has to do with cloud seeding, and they did it over Vietnam, highly classified
So
program.
let me see.
Go ahead, you can go ahead and get your read
Okay,
on.
so on
Read!
here it
Like,
actually
like the
says that
Israelites say.
Operation Popeye, aka Sober Popeye, Projective Control Weather Popeye, or Monitoring Pool, basically those are all the different terms to call it that or whatnot, was a military cloud seeding project carried out by the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam War in 1967 through 1972. The highly classified program attempted to extend the monsoon season over specific areas of the Ho Chi Minh
Ho Chi
Trail
Minh, yeah.
to disrupt North
Monsoon.
Vietnamese military supplies by softening road surfaces and causing landslides. The chemical weather modification program was conducted from Thailand over Cambodia, Laos,
Cambodia, yeah.
Cambodia, Laos,
And
in Vietnam,
Laos.
and allegedly sponsored by Secretary of State Henry Kissering.
Kissing,
Kissering, yeah. And
You
the
see?
CI
Kissinger,
Kissering.
yes, Kissinger.
Oh, Kissinger.
Yeah, his
I don't say
evil.
why I said
This, one of the
Kissing.
supervillains. He's
Kissinger.
one of the supervillains. Go ahead.
And the CIA, without authorization of then Secretary of Defense Melvin Allard or something. Is that how you say this?
Yeah, I think a Lord.
Okay. Who had Caligary or who had what's this?
Categorically.
Oh,
denied,
why did I say it wrong? Categorically denied the conference or the Congress that a program for monetization of weather was used as a tactical weapon ever exists. That sounds so crazy.
So I got what they were saying. They were
that
saying
sounds literally insane.
That they strategically used that during the Vietnam War to speed
try
up
to
monsoon.
win and stuff.
So the monsoon season, when it rains so hard out there, the land gets soft. They sped it up so that it would make it hard for them to move equipment because the roads would be too soft and muddy and stuff. Exactly.
Let me see. So Elevated said, and people always blame the elected politician. They put who they want in the
in
how you
the
say
position.
it? Scapegoat position.
Scapegoat. Yeah.
Position.
Now I will get to that Elevated. The only reason why that happens though is because they want you to feel like you have a choice. All it is for you to feel like you participating in something. So yes, it's selected, but here's the thing: if you look in the parts of the Constitution, this government can only stand as long as you are in agreement that you're okay with it. So the idea is, let's give you this on the surface election thing. Yeah, we got our person. We gonna push. We gonna make it very obvious of who we want y'all to vote for. We gonna start calling this out a racist and doing and all this other stuff because we want you going in this direction. No matter what, we're gonna get our agenda through. Because like I said, who would have thought Trump be dealing with Israel? You know what I mean? And some people say, well, I knew it. Yeah, okay. Well, then what about Kamala Harris? What she would have been dealing with? You know what I mean? The Chinese? Because they all would. It's like no matter what side you choose, they're going to do what they do because you have to look at who is funding who. That makes the difference. And nobody's really running with their independent money. Except for in the last one, Jill Stein. I would say she was running with her independent money, but nobody was paying her any attention. I'm not saying I would vote for her. I don't like liberals. But at the end of the day, I would say her election was a lot more independent. And look, when she got on the Breakfast Club, they shut that down. Asked a bunch of weird questions. Even the black grassroots, like Professor Black Truth and them, they was hating on her because she didn't have the right answers for reparations. So, you know, like we do it, we kind of, it's just it's American Idol. Who you want to vote for? Press 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and they not really doing anything different. You know
so Anthony said, no matter who was in there, they would have been dealing with Israel. Please believe that.
Yeah, they would have.
And then she said, yeah, she was, but I know Jill ain't had a chance.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Ross Perot. That's another good independent. Ron Paul. Ross Perot. There was another guy back in that ran independently back in the 90s. So these people, when they pop up, and they had to be billionaires. Ross Perot was a billionaire. I believe he would have did something, but he wasn't a Republican or a Democrat, so no, can't get in. Not a Mason.
Child.
Not getting in. Yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, why was rainwater harvesting restricted in some of the U.S. states in the past?
Oh, in the past? Okay. I know why it's restricted now. I wouldn't
Well,
trust.
you could say
I
both.
catch rainwater. I still catch rainwater, but I won't. I wouldn't drink it without running through a filter. There's still some people that believe in drinking raw rainwater.
You
Good
can't do
luck.
that now.
You.
Mm-mm.
I say this though. I rather drink raw rainwater than drink the pipe water.
I mean, me too. If
I,
it
but I
had
had
to
no
be
choice.
like that, but honestly, I don't even know if I would even want to do that because it's just like so crazy. Like the air has so much toxics in it now because of like all the planes that's flying. Just imagine now your rainwater is like literally falling off of all of these. Like, just imagine if you were like somewhere by the airport, or you don't even have to be by the airport because planes literally fly all over. They spray the planes with all of these harsh freaking chemicals, especially in the wintertime. Imagine if it's raining and the plane is under like the rain clouds and all of this water is hitting the plane and then it's coming down and it's probably coming to you and you're thinking that it's okay for you to put it in your mouth and it's mixed with all these
Yeah.
different chemicals and all of that. People are like, but when it comes out of the sky, it goes through this cycle that's in the clouds. And that
Yeah.
was before people actually messed with the clouds.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it had its own natural filter system. But now they done messed with it to the point that it's not even filtering the way that it is. Whatever it is that's coming up out of there is whatever they put in there to come up out of there. You know what I'm saying? They have all type of different things that are like liquids, but it doesn't mean that you should drink it just because it's a liquid. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm gonna give y'all a tidbit. If I was homeless, people, so I learned something when I was. You can filter your water if you needed to, and you was in a survival state where you. I don't believe in drinking bottled water. I have $100 filter back there that I filter my water through. All my filters have to. Forget whatever. I look for the ones that remove fluoride because not all filters do that. Brita don't do it. Pure don't do it. So if you're dealing with those, you're still getting a fluoride bath. So to it's hard to get fluoride out, but you can do it naturally. So if you ever have a chance, or if you ever was stuck in a survival mode and you needed to drink some water, you're going to have to wait a day. You're going to have to boil it first and then let it sit for 24 hours. The reason why boiling gets most of the bacteria out of it